Hello, I'd like to introduce you our new tool for Cinema 4D. We believe this tool can be very useful, especially when you need to animate your MoGraph clones sequentially, one by one. The tool itself consists of two parts, an offset effector and offset field. But first, let me create an effect I'm talking about using built-in tools. So I have MoGraph text here, and I will also apply a MoGraph effector. I can animate the result of this effector using linear field. Let me create one, and we have to set two keyframes. And basically, we are done. That easy. So animation is working, but what if we have to change our text? Let me add some more. So in this case, you will also probably have to update your last keyframe. And you will basically face the same issue, even if you just want to adjust your field's falloff settings. And in case you want to, for example, reverse the direction of your animation, you will probably end up rebuilding the whole animation from scratch, and etc. If you have your text sitting, let's say, on a circular path, then you have to switch from linear field to something else. The same when you want your letters to move randomly. You will probably use random field for that. For me, it's more or less the same task, but workflows are so much different. And now let me do the same animation, but this time using our offset effect. Basically, it looks like any other MoGraph effector, plus a couple of extra parameter tabs. The workflow is pretty much the same. I will set two keyframes and animation is done. But I can now change the number of MoGraph clones with no effort. And it also has some extra options. Width parameter will help you to control time offsets. When the width is 0, clones are moving one by one. And when it's 100, they are all moving at the same time. Randomize parameter is for speed randomization. And we also have an animation curve here. It will let you to retime an animation of each clone. And let's say I want my text to follow a circle. Let me create one. I'll do a quick setup with a spline effector. OK, it's done. And as you see, this doesn't affect your animation at all. And if I want to execute my animations in random order, all I have to do is to go to a sorting tab of an offset effector and apply a random field. And this will do the trick. If I'll turn this guy off, it will still work as expected. And now I'm going to show you a simple example of how to use an offset field. Here I have a small spheres cloned on a box, and I want all of them to fly into new state on the surface of a green sphere. I believe this is a pretty common task. I will now apply an inheritance effector to our clone, and I will set my matrix as a target. Now it's done, but animation is quite boring. Let me add an offset field to that. It has pretty much the same UI as our offset effector. Let me set two keyframes. Now we have an animation, and it looks more interesting right away. Let me add some body dynamics to this setup to see if we can get any better. If you want to get more control of your animation, you can always use a sorting tab. Let me create a spherical field. I will make it slightly bigger. And let's drag it to the bottom corner of our box. And now animation will start from here. Using this set of tools, you can drive any kind of sequential MoGraph animations. And as setups will become more procedural, you will spend less time on scene management. And thank you for watching this video.